Hey everybody, this is John Koch with Koch Agency, and I'm here with my family to announce the kicking off of our fundraising drive for Johns Hopkins Children's Cancer Research starting on September the 1st. Many of you know our story, but our son Corey was in Hopkins 4 years ago, and our friend Dr. Robert Arcisi at Hopkins is a leading researcher around the country, took care of Corey, and he's here today because of his efforts. So we figured we would try to give something back and start a fundraising campaign starting in September. And there's a couple of ways you can donate. We're asking everybody, all of our friends from the Koch Agency family, and all the kids have friends on Facebook, probably about 5,000 or 6,000 we counted up. And if we can get everybody to contribute $1, that would raise $5,000 to $6,000. If we can get everybody to send $10, obviously that would be about $60,000. So we're trying to shoot for like $25,000 to earn. That's the first way. And the second way is I'm going to be donating any referrals that people send to the agency that I don't have to pay the marketing company for. If you send us a referral for new business and we do a quote, whether we write the client or not, we're going to send Hopkins $10 for each one. So, and then the third thing, my daughter Kayla is going to be making key rings and selling them for $3. So I'll have those at the agency. And we'd love to sell you some of those key rings. But main thing, we just want to try to get everybody to send at least $1 to $10 to try to raise at least $30,000. So call the agency. I'll send a link to you on the details of how to donate. You can stop by the agency. You can call the agency at 931-1400, or you can go online directly to Hopkins, and we'll show you how to donate on the email. So thanks again for your support. That's it.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, this is John Koch from the Koch Agency, and I just wanted to take a brief moment to introduce Dr. Robert Arcisi here at Johns Hopkins Hospital, Children's Hospital. And I met Dr. Arcisi about 4 years ago, and Dr. Arcisi took care of my son Corey, and very, very grateful. And he had a tumor in his forehead and a big hole in his head, and Dr. Arcisi was instrumental in getting it fixed and took care of him, and it really meant a lot to our family, and we really appreciate everything you did. And the agency is, I've told Dr. Arcisi I wanted to raise some money for him for his research in Hopkins. He not only takes care of the kids, but he also does research to try to find a cure for the kids. So we're kicking off a fundraising program, and I just wanted Dr. Arcisi to take a minute or so and say hello to everybody and tell them just a little bit about what you do here, and maybe some of your research and some of the things that you do for the children.
Thanks, John. Yeah, this was a great moment when we were approached by John to actually raise funds to improve our understanding of these diseases. This disease, histiocytosis, which John's son Corey had, is a very, very rare disease, and we are one of the few centers in the world that actually see a lot of patients and try to understand the disease as well as use that understanding in order to try to find better ways to treat it. We are particularly interested in understanding all of the different changes that occur in these cells to make them grow so wildly and cause so much damage to patients. We are trying to develop new drugs with other colleagues interested in this area in order to try to improve treatment so we can get away from using chemotherapy. We are also heavily involved in developing antibody treatment for this disease, and those antibodies could also be used to image the disease so that we don't have to do CAT scans and PET scans and bone scans and all these other types of scans which expose patients to a lot more radiation. So with the antibodies and new types of agents that are not so toxic as chemotherapy, our hope is that we can improve the outcome of both children and adults with this type of disease.
And they're very close, you were telling me, to maybe hopefully a breakthrough at some point, and
right.
You know, I'm sure you could use the money for finding a cure eventually one day.
This is true. We have several important leads that we're collaborating with other colleagues to try to develop clinical trials, and also to try to develop, we hope, this diagnostic and we hope therapeutic antibody for these children.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Very welcome.
And you'll be hearing from me shortly about the details of how we're going to try to raise some money for Hopkins, and I'll send you some emails. You'll see some information in the newsletter, and anything you can do for us would help. We have about 3,000 clients of the Koch family insurance agency, and I mentioned to Dr. Arcisi, if we can just get everybody to send us $2, even $2 alone can raise over $6,000. So they give us 10, that's 30,000. So please, whatever you can do, let us just contact the agency and we'll take care of it. So thank you very much. All right, thank you.